The walls of Paris held out against the English onslaught. England's King Edward and the Black Prince abandoned the siege. They marched towards Chartres to try their luck at conquering a less formidable target. But before they could attack, a violent storm hit the army. Killing 1,000 English soldiers in a tempest of hail and freezing winds. To Edward, this Black Monday disaster seemed like divine retribution. A sign that it was time to stop waging war and make peace with France's King Jean. But even as peace between kings was reached, the people of France were still living in bloodshed and turmoil. Between 1358 and 1370, France was in chaos. Peasant uprisings, rampaging bands of mercenaries, and civil war ravaged the country. Peasants rose in rebellion, killing their lords and wreaking havoc. Mercenary bands also roamed the land. Known as routiers, they had once been hired by the English to fight against the French, but were cut loose when peace was reached. They systematically ravaged and pillaged towns across France. And with King Jean prisoner in England, his son Charles the Dauphin faced homegrown attacks on his rule by powerful French lords, beset from all sides. The Dauphin's forces had to regain control over their own country. Having only recently been crowned King of France, Charles V dispatched his army to the French-held village of Évreux to forge order from chaos.
Alright, and welcome back to Age of Empires 4 campaign. Now it's chaos in France and we need to repair this country.
To extinguish three major threats. Bands of roving mercenaries harrying the countryside, a peasant uprising, and attacks from a rival for the French crown, Charles of Navarre.
So, recapture Choux, recapture Croissy from the rebels, so those two over there.
By reclaiming the rebel-held villages of Cocherel, Jouy, and Croissy.
And we're about to be going to do that. Let's just also order my units there, really, because they're not ordered. And I've got a lot of villages right away from scratch, so we can really build something up here. We already have a lumber cap there as well. And for a bit of gold that I might do, I'm also repairing here, by the way, all these buildings that are burning down at the moment. I don't see any gold deposits though close by. We got some game down here that we could hunt. Let's actually do this. Let's get us a mill down here, and we can then have some fields later on. And then we're hunting down those here. And I might also need to get us a few more houses up there, right? So out of these ruins, we're building some houses there, and my units themselves, we can have them over there, stationed at the moment, as we're rebuilding now our little village there. Oh, there's still lots of repairing to be done here. This tower there is going down any second. Can't have that. This one there too. So the longer we don't repair them, the bigger the flames are, as we can see. Their repairing is started. This was very close over there. My goodness. This one's done. Hunting begins. Perfect. We can go some hunting there as well. And let's use my scouts there to find us some sheepies out there. Or additional food supplies as well, because farms are not the most efficient way. If we have some animals close by, that's the better one. Ah, there's already the enemy camp though, so I'm not doing that. That should be fine. Let's
As the
actually...
French army struggled to regain control of the countryside, they were struck by a band of English routiers.
Alright,
These
it's not going to be so
mercenaries had
easy.
been cut loose by the English
Yep.
army and were plundering the countryside in order to make a living.
And repel the English attacks that they're still here. So they're doing that. Just try to take them out. And I will need to quickly get my economy up there if there's more attacks coming in. There's my scout. Perfect. Let's get those sheeps over here. And we continue
French
with
forces eliminated the routier
an archery camp.
but more were still raiding the countryside in search of provisions and riches. The routier demanded payment from the French, or they would continue their horrifying raids.
Stop the routiers' attack. Another mission that we get here, so pay tribute, that's 800, I think, gold. And or destroy the English routiers' camp. 10 of them, or 10 buildings at least. Ah, there's another attack coming from the other side. It's actually targeting my villages, I think. And also my towers here, so we might need to reinforce those towers there as well. But yes, we do have some spearmen ready and more archers than before. But it's still a bit of a hassle there, so we're losing some units there. We don't have any special abilities, nor do I have some better units there, right? So the stables are finished, perfect. With that we can get the Royal Knights out there. Problem is we have no gold support close by, so I will need to build a market there as well. Unfortunately, what I can see is we don't have a market really available there. This is going to be tricky. Let's get us a blacksmith out there. How do we get gold, by the way? Let's just try with my scout find us something out there that we can find. I'm continuing there with training some more archers, right? And from the barracks, we're going to train more spearmen, since that's something I can do without gold. The Royal Knights, though, they cost gold, right? I can go with horsemen. Let's go with horsemen, actually. Unfortunately, I can't have Royal Knights. I love my Royal Knights. Unfortunately, no Royal Knights. Ah, there's some treasure up there. I mean, there's some wolves. They will attack, but we should be able to take them quickly. Very good. And there as well. That's a bit of gold, at least, for some researching. It's not good for training Royal Knights because it's not enough gold, but it's definitely going to be good for researching a bit. Alright, and there's some, and there is a gold deposit. I wonder though if I really need that, if I have enough gold for all the researching that we could be doing. The blacksmith is finished. Let's just build us another field over there. And there we have it. Increases the melee armor of all units. We're doing that. And melee and ranged units can construct towers and ramps. This is pretty good as well. So let's go ahead with that. So wood will be our primary force here as well with the rams. And let's research the double broad axe for speeding it up. And what is with that? That's 300 gold. Is that costing me gold? I think that was gold, right? Yep. Now we should be able to... Oh, a castle age, right. Okay, we will not be able to reach that. But my army is coming along. Also with better armor then. At least that is something. Let's train a few more units. Also a few more archers. Upgrade to veteran though. This should be possible. No, it's also castle age. It's all castle age. No upgrades for me. The spearmen we can do. The hardened spearmen. At least that is something. Yeah, a little bit later. Our forces are a bit bigger now. Let's attack the English raiders here, because paying them off would be costing me 800 gold, and we just don't have that. They don't accept any other currency there, right? So of course I could go around and find me some gold. I could also just destroy them and take the gold they have in the process. Lots of spearmen there once again. Oh no, actually it's horsemen this time. Not that easy to see all the time, especially with that very strange color they have. That should be no problem. And let's continue our march there to the camp. And the cool thing is there is a gold deposit close by, so I'm also going to send me some villages over there. There's the wild animals. And let's take those villages there, perhaps also those, right? So some 5 villages over there as well. That we can start gathering some gold, and with that I get my Royal Knights after all. As we march in on them. I wonder how big they are. It's going to be an interesting thing here.
The French discovered the routier hidden camp and could put an end to the English raids if they could destroy the camp.
Okay, we're destroying these towers, and my archers are killing the units. And I think that is looking rather good. They got some knights. These are really, really tough units. Not so easy to take them down. There's my villagers. Let's take the quarry over there right away. Perfect. They have been defeated. There's also 1,000 gold waiting for us. How very nice. Let's just destroy the remainings of their camp. That was actually easy. It's better to just do that instead of, you know, anything else. Now with that, let's get some royal knights out there. And we also have a steady supply of gold now. And we can just go with all of that. About the castle age. Could I advance here? I can't. Alright, so we are stuck in this age right now. Oh, there's another tower. That is down now. Perfect. There's still those barracks here where there's units coming out. This one is actually burning down. Stop the routiers at a rate. With that, we have a clear path here now.
Camp destroyed, mercenary attacks were no longer a threat.
Let's also research our attack for gathering a bit more gold. And I'm going ahead with my town center, and I'm going to train us a few more units on the way. So they should be safe over there, hopefully. Now my first royal knights are coming out. Perfect. And we got also the first gold tickling in now. That's a lot of training here. Let's also train us a few more archers. And about my population cap, let's build a few more houses there as well. Wood is something that we really have a lot. Unfortunately, no market. Alright, with that victory over the raiders, I'm a bit more optimistic about this attack now. Let's get in here. And I think those two villages will be captured rather quickly. And as you can see, that's totally the case here. I guess I just need to destroy or kill all these units there for sure. There we have it. Perfect. And we can actually... Oh, there's actually... It belongs to us.
The French army was closer to stemming the peasant rebellion and regaining control.
Get us a few more fields out there. There's also more fields over there for all the food that we need. And of course, we are going to train all our units then into this place here. More royal knights on the way, more archers on the way. In fact, as we're just growing. How do we get now to the last village there? Secret side. We might actually recapture this one. Or we might actually capture it, as we should say. And as we're taking down those units there as well. Perfect. Over here, how do we get there? Ah, there's the path for it then already. Just waiting for this one now to capture. And there at least, it's no longer in the hands of the enemy, because that would provide some gold there to them. And we certainly can't allow that. Recapture Kwasi that we have then over here. Let's just get cracking on this village there. It's really high up the mountain. Oh, and some wolves here again with a bit of gold.
Rich in gold deposits, was a crucial town for the French.
I like to hear that. We can always use some gold there for our royal guards, royal knights, they're called. And offwards we go. Oh, it's really steep up here. And I really like that my units get slower when they move upwards. And of course, it's also more difficult for them to fight them up the hill. And another really easy victory there. It's really just a militia by the looks of it. It's militia, really. Very good. There's the gold over here. Let's just train us a few more villagers. This is all for gold.
The French army defeated the rebels at Kwasi and took control of the gold-rich village. The central monastery town of Cocherel was still under the control of rebel peasants.
This one here, and that's the monastery.
The French army would have to take it before they could launch an assault on Charles of Navarre.
The good thing is we also have more units here, and now my siege tactics come into play here as well, or my attack, because I can now, with my hardened spearmen, create us some battering rams here, and we have enough gold ready to do that. Let's just prepare. With one of my units there, let's just have a look how big the defense really is. It's just some wooden palisades, really. Ah, there is some towers here. Alright, nice to see. And that's about it. So it's going to be rather easy, I think, with some battering rams here. Let's build 2 of them. Oh, these watchtowers have a huge range. Look at that. And the first one is finished. Then it's just the second one. And then we attack with the battering rams. They will do lots of damage to those watchtowers, as we can see. Actually get us a few more Royal Knights over here. My other units are actually faster than the 2 battering rams there. Who would have thought? Now let's destroy this gate here as well. And there it's down, very nice. Let's actually get us the units out here as well. And those battering rams will just... No, actually we don't have to destroy anything here. Really all about units. They're down. There's still someone lurking around here. By the way, my reinforcements are waiting down here as well. Ah, there they are. Beautiful buildings. I just absolutely love the architecture. We have taken it, Cocherel, from the rebels.
The French army took control of the
and we aged up as well.
And the Peasant Uprising was subdued.
Then the Peasant Rebellion finished, and I guess we continue now with some more tech, finally.
But to keep control over the region, they would need to defend its center of influence, the monastery at Cocherel.
Let's just research the new tax here for the veterans and the elite Royal Knights. Very nice, I like to see that.
Charles of Navarre's army had established a fortified camp. The King of Navarre sought to make himself ruler of France as well. He intended to press his claim by destroying the newly arrived royal forces.
Alright, so over here, defeat his army at the campsite. I'm just sending my monks right now to this sacred site here so we can capture this. This would be a bit more resources. What a beautiful building here. Really lovely. Okay, and with my freshly trained armies, we should now head out there and try to take it. So they've all been upgraded now. The next upgrade is coming in, so my archers can now fire arrows against buildings, for example. And this is all rather useful, of course. Better armor, and of course, veteran Royal Knights doing a lot of damage there as well. To see what is awaiting us out there in the wilderness.
The French discovered Charles of Navarre's camp. His front line had the high ground and was made up entirely of archers.
Entirely of archers? Well, we are definitely going to kill some of these archers. Let's actually push back a bit there with my knights, because there's lots of spearmen. Oh, that's a lot of damage coming in here. And these are heavily armored units that we have. They're veteran spearmen. Really doing a lot of damage. And we have defeated the army though. There is another attack coming in. But I think that's it. Restored order to France.
The French army had repelled Charles of Navarre, stemmed the revolt, and held back the raids of the Routiers. In the struggle for control over France's lands, the king still clung to power.
Very nice. I do like these missions a lot right now. Let's continue with chapter 4.